Welcome into Date Palm Field. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the San Francisco Giants and the Texas Rangers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started
and
after
now,
this.
Please welcome your Texas Rangers.
And on the mound now, Mackenzie Gore. What do you look for here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Inside.
Matt Chapman, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Here comes the 0-1. That one fouled off.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
And the 0-2. Ball one there.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
1-2 now. And that skips in the dirt.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Got him swinging.
Batting second, the first baseman, Rafael.
Here's the Giants lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Right through there for a strike.
Cutter. Low outside.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Fastball. High outside.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
And that'll do it. Now the Rangers will get their first crack. We're scoreless. This is Rangers baseball on The Show, Texas. We go to the bottom of the first. And now here's the starter for San Francisco, Landon Root. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays and help you get through the innings.
Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. On the ground to third. Chapman over to first in time. One pitch and one out. Let's take a look at our lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, the key is to lay off pitches down in the zone until you're forced to swing. Set your sights higher in the strike zone, looking for something elevated, because sinkers are less effective up in the zone. They tend to flatten out. So when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. He circles the bases. The Rangers score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Batting fourth.
So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
1 out, runner at second. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. That one is absolutely belted into the corner, but foul.
Just a matter of inches from picking up an RBI base hit and maybe a double in the process. That was barely foul.
Nimmo, the runner at second with 1 away. And there's a foul ball. Well struck left field, carrying well. One hopper off the wall, and that should bring in the run. And it'll be runners at second and third, only 1 away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And here is Kyle Higashioka. Golden opportunity right here. Swinging a foul out of play.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
2 on, 1 out. And that one fouled off. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Oh, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way, just let it travel a hair more.
The 0-2. Swing and a line drive. Base hit into left field. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. Fires to second too late. Into second with a double, and that was hard hit.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
1 down. Next up for Texas, Evan Carter. And that's in for a strike. On a line, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Here's a ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting the guy from second to score.
Here's Josh Young. On the ground to third. One at second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. Top of the second, and digging in for San Francisco, Harrison Bader.
Harrison Bader.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
Tap foul at the plate.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
The 0-1. Gore, an all-star a season ago,
Overhand
27
curve.
years old,
Low
and they
outside.
traded for him earlier this year. The 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
On the ground out to short. Gathered in by Seager. Throw to first. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Luis Arise.
Luis Arise stands in.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Foul ball.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
In the dirt, and a count even 1-1.
Slider. Low outside.
In there at the knees.
Slider. Low outside.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. One challenge remaining for them now.
4-seam fastball. Middle outside.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. That's in there. Strike 1.
Looks like a really good
Overhand
fastball
curve.
today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again.
4-seam fastball. Low inside.
The 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the
Four-seam
feet. You don't know what the velocity
Low
or the
outside.
location of this next pitch is going to be.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Overhand curve. Low inside.
2 down, nobody on. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Giants down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. Stepping in, Josh Smith. Now that's smacked to right center. And that's a base hit. And a man aboard.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 9.
Danny Jansen to hit here.
Jansen.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Jansen with a homer in his last game. A little out front there as he swings through it. That one is absolutely belted. It bangs off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. And he's got no chance. He's out. He is safe. It's a triple. Just missed out on the homer.
Now they had him dead to rights right there at the plate, and I hate to say it, but that's on the third base coach. Third base coach was sending him all the way, and it just wasn't the right call. I know base coaches take a lot of pride in what they do and how they prepare, but I think he'll be thinking about that one for a little while.
Up next for the Rangers, Wyatt Langford. First time up, he grounded to third. And a foul ball. This one smoked on its way out of here. He'll circle the bases, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-zip.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here's Corey Seager. He's already homered here in this one. He swings and fouls one off. Right side, but it kicks foul. 2 runs across in the inning, bottom half of inning number 2. That one ripped right center field. Bader ranging back. This one's going to carry, and it's gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 6-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Pitching change here, Trevor McDonald. He's into the game with the bases empty. And now here is Brandon Nimmo. On the ground, right side. Slings to first, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Rangers, the first baseman, number 21, Jake.
So digging in, Jake Berger. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That's hard hit on the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And in scoring position with 2 away. And next is the designated hitter, Kyle Higashioka. He drove in 2 with a double his first time up. Swings through that one. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one carrying out of here. A 2-run shot. Their 3rd home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
So 2 down, digging in, Evan Carter. Swing and a ball popped up. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. The 0-1. Liner, base hit. And that extends the inning.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Now here is Josh Young on the ground. Into the outfield, base hit. And out to a board.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And he grounds one to the right side. In time to Devers. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around and 5 score. We played 2 full. It's the Rangers 8 and the Giants nothing. You're watching Rangers baseball on the show Texas. Top half of the third inning, and digging in for San Francisco, Willie Adames.
High inside.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
High inside.
The 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Christian Koss, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Circle change. Middle outside.
Way out front for strike 2.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Set for the bottom of the third. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Danny Jansen.
Danny Jansen.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Chapman over to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out.
For the Rangers, the left fielder, Wyatt Langford.
So the Rangers batting order turns over. Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. He's already homered in this game. High fly ball, right field. Lee under it. And there's 2 down.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey
Seager stands in now.
Seager.
Just a slow ground ball this time, but it kicks foul. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Line drive, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Rangers,
Brandon Nimmo will hit next.
Brandon
1 for 2.
Nimmo.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Definitely found the perfect spot. This can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
This to third, Chapman. They get the force. Out number 3. Rangers leave a pair as the lead holds at 8-0. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Matt Chapman.
Cutter. High outside.
Fouled off left side.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
0-1 now. Chapman gets a piece there.
Circle change. Low outside.
0-2 now. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Devers swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Swings and misses at 1 down below the zone.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. Flied to right his first time.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
Outside.
Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. This is Rangers baseball on the show, Texas.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Giants.
back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Sam Hentges. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Now it's the DH, Kyle Higashioka. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that. Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Rangers.
So up next, Evan Carter.
32,
He's 2 for 2.
Evan Carter.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. And that's down, a base hit. And now two aboard.
And on base every time. Good speed. Comfortable lead, but they could always use another.
At the plate, Josh Young. In the air, right field. Lee has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out.
The batter, number 8. Second baseman.
Two aboard with one out. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. Ball. The 1-0. Fastball for a strike. Now before the 1-1, time is called. Runners at first and second with one gone. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Hit in the air, left field. Ramos settles underneath it. And there's two away.
Up next for the Rangers, the catcher, number 9, Danny.
Now it's Jansen to hit.
Jensen.
And it's fouled away. Two on, two outs. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. That is the inning. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We played 4. It's the Rangers 8 and the Giants nothing. You're watching Rangers baseball on the show Texas. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now the Giants 4-hitter, Harrison Bader.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Strike 2.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Popped up. Jansen should have this one. He's there. He's got it. And a quick out, number 1.
The batter, number 1, designated hitter, Luis Arias.
Next is the designated hitter, Luis Arias. He popped out his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Circle change. Low outside. Slider. Low outside.
Here's the 0-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Two down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Went down on strikes his first time through. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Low outside.
Out to short. Sends it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So 5 perfect innings in the books. This is Rangers baseball on the show Texas.
Now pitching for
back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Joel Peguero.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford.
The left fielder, Wyatt Langford.
And first offering is fouled off. This one popped up. Koss settles underneath it, and there's one away.
The batter, number 5, shortstop Corey.
And here's Corey Seager to hit. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Drilled out towards left center field. That one's carrying. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Up next for the Rangers, the right fielder, Brandon.
Now it's the right fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And that one hammered way back there. That one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they boost their lead. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So 2 down. Jake Berger stepping in for the Rangers. Late with the swing there. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss at 100. No chance. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 9-0. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. Willie Adames now at the plate.
The shortstop, Willie Adames.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Touches down for a knock, and there goes the perfecto. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, there goes the chance for a perfect game. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So man aboard. And the batter now, Christian Koss.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike
curve.
1.
Low middle.
Late with the swing there.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. he wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at-bat like that as a hitter other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Bailey in the box now. Takes strike one. 95 with that one. The stuff has been excellent. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now Matt Chapman at the plate.
Three-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Circle change. Low outside.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
High middle.
Swing, and he popped it up. And he makes the catch. And that's the third out. Another inning in the books, but the perfect game couldn't survive it. You're watching Rangers baseball on the show Texas.
Now pitching for
back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 88. Kyle Higashioka stepping in for the Rangers. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And a good start to the inning. Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Popped up and a foul ball. Puts a bunt down. Chapman. Now a jump throw. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
First and second and nobody out. Josh Young getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
And a swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
First and second, no outs here in the bottom of the sixth. That one is absolutely belted. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some
in there, got him looking for the K. And that is a big first out.
Clearly fooled on that curveball and tried to hold up the swing, but it didn't matter anyway. Pitch caught the zone, so he'd have been better off just letting that thing fly and hoping he makes some sort of contact.
Line drive, base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Now a chance for Danny Jansen. And the 1-0. Grounder might be 2. Flips it. There's 1. And that's 2.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
As we have a pinch hitter to lead it off.
Number
Jesus
79,
Rodriguez.
Jesus Rodriguez.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball.
Four-seam fastball.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
There's a strike.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it
Circle
back.
change. Low outside.
Ground ball left side. And it goes just foul.
Slider. Middle inside.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
High middle.
Got him. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now.
Clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Ferrara Encarnacion stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. This is Rangers baseball on the show, Texas.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 46.
Tidwell.
Drew Gilbert. He's out in left field getting loose there as he enters the game on defense now. So back to the top of the order. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. Ripped on a line to center. And a base hit right there. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here comes Corey Seager. Ripped to right, base hit. Langford around second, headed for third. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. So they're at the corners now. Brandon Nimmo, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Double steal. Swing and a miss. The tag, he's out at the plate. Wow, that was scary. Someone definitely missed a sign there. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and it might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
Man at second with 1 away. Jake Berger stepping in for the Rangers. Now it's belted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. He'll take a trot around the bases. And they add a couple more. It's 12-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way.
That home run was a no-doubter as we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just Absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well. And
Jose Butto into the game. One down. Kyle Higashioka, the next to hit. And that one is lifted in the air. That's out number 2. Here's the center fielder, Evan Carter. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Next to hit, Josh Young. This one in the air, right field. Lee on the run towards the line. Tracks it down for the out. And that'll do it. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We look ahead to inning number 8. You're watching Rangers baseball on the show, Texas. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Tyler Fitzgerald.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
High inside.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1.
Inside.
Ripped on the ground to second, throws to first in time, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Daniel Susak in the box now.
Slider.
No balls and a strike.
Low inside.
Ball. That's inside.
Overhand
The Rangers
curve.
up big
Low
in this
outside.
one, and we're in the top of the 8th.
That's ball 2.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Right through there for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Got him swinging for the K. And he runs the strikeout total to 15 on the day.
Change.
Willie
Low
Adames
inside.
stands in. Right through there for a strike.
Slider. Middle outside.
On the corner for a strike. 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Giants go down quietly. Hasn't been their day. It's 12-0. So coming into the game now on defense, Bryce Eldridge. He takes over in right. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. On the ground to the left. Chapman over to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's the catcher, Danny Jansen. 1 for 4 with a double. That one hammered center field. Way back there. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. It sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Back to the top of the order now. Now the left fielder, Wyatt Langford.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Line drive, that's a base hit. Jansen around third. He will score. It's an RBI single, and they extend their lead.
Picks himself up at RBI. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So now it's Corey Seager.
Nope, that's inside.
Buto goes 6'1", 200 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Here's a 1-1. Foul ball there. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Sack bunt towards third. Chapman. Off balance feed. There's one. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
So next to hit for Texas, Brandon Nimmo. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a pair. It's 15-0.
Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Hayden Birdsong taking over on the mound. So two down. Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Jake Berger.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Swing and a miss, strike one. Out to Eldridge. Coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is the third out of the inning. Texas plates two on the homer. Last chance coming up for the Giants. We go to the ninth. And digging in for San Francisco, Christian Koss.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
That one in there across the letters.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Young tossed the first. Now one gone in the ninth. And here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. The switch hitter batting right.
Bailey.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Going one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Takes it in for the out. So it's their last chance in this one. And here is Matt Chapman. 0 for 3 in this one. And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Yeah.
Circle
Two down,
change.
nobody on. Here at the top of the
inside.
ninth. They're down to their final strike.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Stays alive.
Four-seam fastball.
Now pitching for the
New arm out of the
Rangers,
bullpen, Carter
number
Baumler.
68.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Outside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Curveball. Low outside.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
But we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
This one ends 15-0 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shelby saying so long.